What makes a great illusion? It is when a man's life is put at risk to achieve a successful escape that captures the audience's attention. For example, when a magician's feet are attached to a base and he is placed upside down into a glass tank overflowing with water. This is one of the most famous acts by Hungarian-American escape artist Harry Houdini. Houdini put himself at risk every time he develops and performs an escape. He could die if something goes wrong. His famous act, called Houdini's torture cell, was no exception. How long can he keep his breath for? Would he be able to escape or finally run out of luck? Let's find out how Houdini escapes from the water torture cell. What's up, puzzle lovers, and happy Halloween weekend. I hope you enjoyed the intro's spooky vibe. Today, we are going to attempt to solve another puzzle by Australian designer Brian Young. This puzzle was Brian's exchange puzzle during the International Puzzle Party in 2011 held in Berlin, Germany. Called Houdini's Torture Cell, it is homage to one of the most famous magic tricks of escape artist Harry Houdini. This puzzle was awarded a jury first prize at the 2012 IPP Puzzle Design Competition. It is a sequential discovery puzzle and the goal is to free Houdini. So, without further ado, let's solve the Houdini's Torture Cell puzzle. And here it is, the Houdini's Torture Cell puzzle by Brian Young. As usual, an astonishing looking puzzle, and it is what I like about his puzzles. They are so well detailed. This puzzle comes with a little note. A very nice one, by the way, because you have a poster that Harry Houdini used to promote his first show in Berlin. Houdini's Torture Cell, IPP 31, Berlin Exchange Puzzle, designed and made by Brian Young, aka Mr. Puzzle Australia. The object of the puzzle is to free Houdini from the torture cell. Celebrating Harry Houdini's first public performance of the torture cell at the Circus Busch in Berlin on the 12th September 1912. Yes, there are lots of magnets in the puzzle, but no tapping or banging is necessary to solve it. So we have some basic instructions of what is the goal of the puzzle and what we should not do. So let's take a look at this puzzle, and the two first things that you can notice are the metallic ball and this lighter colored piece of wood, which is Harry Houdini. So the goal is not to free the ball, but to free this piece. Maybe some of you know what the torture cell is, but for people who don't, Harry Houdini had this nice trick where he had a tank that was filled with water. Then we will attach his feet to a plate and we will put him upside down in the water tank. So the goal was for him to free himself and to escape from the tank. So that's why this little piece of wood is Harry Houdini. Then you can see another metallic part here that has a thread inside. You can see that some parts are screwed to each other, and you can see a separation between these two pieces. So that's how we will be able to free Houdini. I guess this part will have to come out. Another thing that we can see is this big wooden base and the inscription of Mr. Puzzle Australia. And that's all I can see right now without playing too much with a puzzle. So let's solve this amazing looking puzzle. Okay, so obviously what we can do is to play with a ball. The ball will have a big role to play in this puzzle. I can feel it because by looking a bit more at the puzzle, I can see that there is something on the head of Harry Houdini, which looks like a spot for the ball. Then what can we do? First thing would be to find out if we can unscrew the puzzle, because there is a thread here. So maybe we can unscrew something. It's moving, so the base is attached to the torture cell. Let's find out if we can unscrew it. No, it doesn't seem to go up. Okay, so then, if that's moving, can we detach it? Yes! Whoa! Okay, there is a magnet! Oh, look! How strong is this magnet? That's so cool! Okay, the first step is quite interesting because you could move the torture cell, but it was not attached to the base by a screw, but it was a magnet that was keeping everything together. That's quite a smart move already. Okay, so then we have a screw here and a black plastic tube. Okay, I can unscrew it. Yes, we have a big screw now. And this thing. What do you think? Is this thing part of the solution? That would be very interesting, but we never know with Brian Young. Then we already have some tools that we can play with. We have a base with a magnet, but maybe we will need to use later, and this screw. So obviously now we can screw this a bit more, and let's see what will happen. Okay, we are touching the head of Houdini, and you can see that it's already lifting the base of its feet. So we are almost there, but not yet. We are not using the ball, and that's, I think, the missing thing to be able to free Houdini from the torture cell. And so the ball should be between the head and the screw, I guess. Oh, wait, that has a strange feeling of a kendama. You know, when you have to put the ball on top of a stick. If it's that will be a bit hard and we'll need a bit of luck. But I don't think that's the solution, right? Like, I guess we could. Or maybe it will be easier to put it on the metallic part and then use the screw to lift the ball and to keep it stuck between the wooden piece and the screw. Okay, let's try that. Okay, that's becoming ridiculous. I don't think this puzzle is a dexterity puzzle. So, there must be something else to do. Maybe... Wait. Can we attract the ball with a magnet? Of course we can! That's quite cool. And now, how do I keep the ball between Harry Houdini and the screw? So we have a magnet and we can put the screw here. That means that we could magnetize the screw. And if we do that, we should be able to attract the ball. You see, the ball is following the screw. Now, if we screw the screw inside the torture cell, just a bit like this, put the base, and now we should be able to attract the ball. You see, like this. So we keep the ball close to the screw. Now, what do you think will happen if we put the torture cell upside down? Like this. You see, I can keep the ball on top of the screw. And that's the perfect position to be able to remove Houdini. So we still have some space between the wooden piece and the screw. So let's turn the screw to reduce the space between the wooden piece and the screw. Now let's do it once again. Attract the ball. We put the puzzle upside down and we have the ball perfectly stuck between Houdini and the screw. That's quite cool, to be honest, to use the screw like a magnet. That's so cool. That's really cool. So I believe that if the base of Harry Houdini cannot be removed just by putting the puzzle upside down, that means that there are magnets as well here. So just in case to not make a mistake and have to do everything again, I will put a pressure with my fingers at the base of the feet of Harry Houdini. So I can keep my ball tight between the wooden piece and the screw. Now what I just need to do is to turn the screw, and you can see that Harry Houdini is escaping from the water tank. Okay, just a bit more. Like this. And now we succeed to remove Harry Houdini from the tank. That sounds so cool. Okay, we can even remove the ball. You see? Wow, what a great puzzle. And you can see these little magnets to keep Harry Houdini stuck in the water tank. That was so ingenious. Again, Brian, you did such a great job. That's so much fun. And the idea of using this big magnet as the main tool to solve this puzzle, it's really amazing. I love the solution of this puzzle. It's not such a hard puzzle. And we have our little Harry Houdini just here, but performed a great show. Well done! And you see this little hole that is really perfect to keep the ball in place. Otherwise the ball will keep coming off like this. So that's done. We managed to free Harry Houdini from his torture cell. It is time to put it back together. We just have to put back the ball first, because if we forget to do that, then that will become very challenging. Put back Harry Houdini inside his torture cell, and then we just need to put back the black plastic here, screw back the screw, and now put back everything together. And we can say that we managed to solve Houdini's torture cell! And another puzzle solved! Once again, I am amazed by the unique and fun solution from Brian Young's puzzle. I wish I would be able to solve more of his puzzles in the future. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, don't forget, put a like, subscribe to the channel. I will see you next week for a new video. Tschüss!